the new version. We are playing the I guess you can't see this thing. It's called the Tomb of the Twice Crowned King. It's originally produced with the concept of OSRIC, right? And Mike went into the Brigand Knoll. It kind of came down a ladder, and we lost Mason right now, but that's okay because Brent's supposed to join us. Right now, Mason's not here, so Mike's flying solo. And the last thing he saw was, how would you say, Mason grab a hat? Was that it?
Okay. Yeah. So he pulls away a hat. All right.
And we're just having he's in tow, but he's not going to do anything. So we can have
I got
kind
you.
of there. So kind of there. Plot continuity. We don't mess that up, right? Okay.
Right. So he's holding a hat.
Yes. Small, little green, kind of like made out of kind of wool kind of thing, fabric, but it's kind of weird fabric, more planty material than probably. It's kind of strange. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
and your sword went missing.
Yeah, the sword's missing.
I mean, all of a sudden you look down and you saw your sword gone. It's really,
right.
I'm being very descriptive here.
Yeah, I'm concerned about the sword, but I'm going to speak in Elvish. I don't know if this is going to work. But I'm going to say in Elvish, because we were speaking in Common. I don't know if this thing under. But I'm going to speak in Elvish. Greetings. We noticed the fishing pole, and obviously want someone that with such a fine fishing pole can't be that bad of a fella. Is there any way that I could purchase my sword back, or give you the hat for the sword? From one fisherman to another?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead and roll, Mike.
Take a roll?
Just take a roll, man.
All right. Okay. We're shooting for some high numbers here. All right. Oh, well, we're going to start with an 80. At 80 plus whatever this where my 10 is. 85.
All right. You hear a giggle.
Oh, and I have to get a plus on that, don't I? Because my charisma is 14.
Yeah.
So I get a plus 10. So
you're fine. You're fine. Right.
Yeah.
You hear what it sounds like a giggle.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear something that says, a really small diminutive voice say, "Drop the hat."
Drop the hat? We drop the hat.
Okay. And then, okay, you look down and you see that your sword is in its sheath.
Oh.
And then you hear a little voice says, "I never really took it. It's not magical. It's worthless." Technically speaking, Mike, you said you looked down and you ever said you felt whether it was there or not? You just
sure. Yeah, you're right.
You just assumed it was gone, so it looks like someone played a little trick on you, right? That's kind of what that went. So the hat gets grabbed, and there's like a little creature standing in front of you, right?
Okay.
Let's go ahead and stick him up there.
Oh, I got you.
He says, why are you down here?
Well, there are a group of ruffians that are living up top, and
yeah, but they're not going to come down here. They hate magic. They will never come down here.
Well, that's probably why
Gorth's not going to like you. Gorth's not going to like you. Gorth's not going to like you. Gorth's not going to like you.
Gorth
Gorth is not going to like you. Gorth's not going to like you. Gorth is not going to like you. You should be down here because Gorth is not going to like you.
Well,
you should leave. You should leave.
We should leave. Do you know?
Gorth,
do you know?
Gorth
do you know
is
where?
not going to. Gorth is not going to like you. You should leave.
Gorth.
You should leave. You should take your little friend over here in the corner with you. He's been sleeping for quite some time. Definitely move him on too. And then he kind of disappears from your sight. And you see a halfling over here in the middle of the ground just coming to. Kind of like literally half unconscious, waking up. Didn't notice him before, but now it's very obvious he's just kind of sitting there. He's sitting up off the ground, confused, bewildered, doesn't know how he got there, doesn't know what's going on.
Oh.
You see these little vials around him. It's like it's almost like a pericarp. It's like a little thing. It's almost looks like a flower pod, like 3 or 4 of them sitting around him. And there's like some kind of liquid that kind of came out of it. There's like 3 of them. And obviously he's just kind of like totally out of his gourd.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go over and kneel by the halfling. And I'm going to ask him, well, sternly, are you part of Rugnarf's group?
Who?
The the hobgoblin that I beheaded. He's been attacking and terrorizing families up and down these roads. We were asked to. He was the leader of the band of ruffians that is in this fort.
I don't know anything about any. What's his name?
Rugnarf.
Rugnarf.
He looks like this, and I pull out the head.
No friend of mine.
Okay. How'd you get here?
Where am I?
That's what we're trying to figure out. We went to this fort that was on top of a knoll where the bandits. We walked in, the door was open. We bluffed our way in, talked to the guards. The guards sent us to the leader. When we went to the leader's house, we got by these vicious war dogs, went in the door, and there was an ogre. We ended up killing the ogre, and then we ended up killing the hobgoblin leader, Rugnarf. But that set off a lot of alarms, and then we went down, and I point over to where the ladder is, and we had climbed down that ladder. Here, we thought it might be a trap door to go out. I just point off in that direction. But now we're in this mystical, mushroom, magical place, and we're just trying to find a way out. But if you know of a way out, that'd be great. Because
I'm not familiar. I was at a tavern, and this guy, not the head guy right there, and some guy comes up to me, and I'm a thief by trade, and this guy comes up to me. He just wants to recruit my services, and the next thing I know, like goes black, rubbing the back of my head, and I just woke up here. So I don't know.
Oh, so you don't know a way out?
Sorry.
Well,
no. What's your name?
My name's Ox.
Ox.
I'm a ranger.
Like Ox.
Well, I'm kind of big for most rangers, and so there was kind of a joke that I carry a lot of stuff, and I did a lot of manual labor. They just called me Ox.
Okay.
but hey, but we have a half elf here too. He knows a little bit of magic, and he's a cleric. He's not that talkative tonight, though. But yeah, and there was this little guy. I'm not exactly sure what he was. Little magical creature that pointed you out and vanished.
Hmm.
But he's a heck of a fisherman. He has a fishing pole over there. But we're underground, and I do know that there's a couple doors that we found, and there's a door up here to the off here left, and then there's a building. We walked around, kind of, well, I'm sure it says walls. There's a door on that, but other than that, there's this underground river. But if we get the head back to the leader of the town, not only is he going to give us some treasure, which we'd be happy to share with you if you can help us get us there, but there are women and children that are chained in a pit up above. I'd like to come back and save them if we can, but I don't know if the three of us can do it, and I'm hurt pretty bad from the fight with the ogre and the hobgoblin. But yeah, we're looking for, if we can get out of here, I know that I can get us back to the town.
What was your name? What was your name? I forgot.
You can call me Badger.
Badger, great name. All right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That works.
Most people just call me Badger.
Beautiful. Cool. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Here's in the middle of getting to know each other.
Yeah. Great. We got Badger, we got Ox, and Owl. All right. What was Mason's character's name again?
End of all.
End of all.
End of all. That's right.
End of all. End of all. Okay. Or Owl. All right. Oh. All right. So, yeah, I'm not sure if there's a secret door over here that the elf found. But
where I can take a look.
But the little magic guy told us that we should leave here because Gorth would not like us being down here. I don't know who or what Gorth is.
Looking at the side of the cavern wall, right where a badger's kind of half sitting up, you do see sigils, motifs depicting an Earth Mother deity, and then the center is a large sigil showing a whirlpool with a gate in its center, just right next to where he is. So if you were to look at this, it's like right here. All this is right here. You didn't really see it till you're over here talking to him, which I didn't kind of move you, but that's where you would be. Mm-hmm. All right.
Well, is there any way that our magic user could read magic and determine what those glyphs mean?
I guess you could try. I seriously doubt he's going to get it, but yeah, why not? See.
I mean, this
Yeah,
may be.
I'll try it. Well,
I'm gonna.
okay. Let's say the one thing that's recognizable is the swirl.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It kind of looks like a gate to him.
That might be how you got here. If you don't remember any other way, maybe you came through that.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know if I want to risk trying that.
I mean, you do notice, like right out the end of the deck, about out to here, the water seems to churn a little bit.
Oh.
But the fishing rod that was here on the pier, its line goes off out this way, not actually into the churning thing, but that's enough to kind of get an idea what's going on here.
Yeah. I'm going to say out loud, sort of, I'm going to say in Elvish again, not like aggressive loud, but nicely. So if Gorth wouldn't want us here, is there an easier way out of here to get back to the land without going up top?
Oh, so you're saying this real loud?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this to the. I'm gonna say out to the where the little guy was standing.
Mm. Okay. Wow. All right. Okay. At this point, okay. You guys have to do a saving throw, both of you, versus spells.
Jeez, this did not do well on this last time. Oh,
Is there a shmup?
oh,
Now I have a
you know
shmep. We're just rolling physical dice, but I can roll. I can send you a roller if you want that.
My setup does not really allow for physical dice rolling.
Oh, I could do Schmeppy. Or I could do a dice roll.
I don't have a Schmeppy. Schmeppy's. I'll send you. Whatchamacall? Whatchamacall?
Whatever.
Do you want to do a dice roll?
Rolls. I just use rolls. Give you a dice room. You want to do it this way? Boom.
Excellent.
Well,
Thank you.
Do a dice room. The dice room you want to pick. If you see my thing, I'm going to show you. I go to a dice room after I log in, sign in. I'm going to go to the one that says OSRIC 3.
Okay.
It's easy. Search. Nice. Badger 01. That's cool. All right.
Badger was taken.
Gotcha. Oh, it was? Badger was taken, so I had to go again. Okay, cool. Well, I guess you guys want to do a save. This will be fun.
All right.
16.
Natural one.
Holy shit. That's horrible.
That was not what you probably wanted.
All right. So you start to hear like I think I'm a little confused. What's your percent, Mike, of being immune to something like sleep? Is it 30% immune?
No, my guy's human.
Oh, well, never mind. Okay, never mind. I think with I think that
Mason's character is half.
I don't think he is, but I don't think he's immune to it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's not him. I'm pretty sure it's only elves have like a 30% chance to sleep and charm and stuff. So I'll just check real quick. It'll take 1 second. Not that it's half elves. Oh, half elves are 30% resistant. Now, let's see if it affects the boy. Okay, he's not here, but let's see what happens to him. Oh no, he's totally messed up. Okay, he's awesome. All right, so it looks like now Badger's the only one awake, and everybody else is asleep. So you see Ox and Endible just crash to the ground, right? It just like boom, right? You hear what appears to be a set of pipes just play, and they just yawn and they fall down, and then you're sitting there sort of by yourself, kind of like, all right, well, what do I do now, right?
What's happening here?
And then yeah, it's really strange. Something shows up, and wants to have a conversation with you.
Okay.
He sits there and he says, it seems to me we've already had this conversation. Then you take a slumber. I catch you trying to rob me. You're taking a whole bunch of my Seder syrup. And I can see the empty polyps right down there next to where you were sitting, right? But you seem to not know when to get lost. And now you brought more friends here.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Are we having this conversation for the second time? How many of these did you drink?
How many of what did I drink?
Look at your ground. So he has this kind of a spear-looking thing, and he points at the ground. You see all these 4 of these vials that are kind of like it's kind of like a pod of a plant on the ground where you're sitting. Think you were going to gain from this experience?
Hopefully some experience. Still don't know what the hell's going on. So let's just humor me and pretend like this is the first time we've had this conversation.
All right, you're gonna have to do the infamous reaction roll. It's a D100. This is where you really want to roll high. It can go very, very bad for you. For anybody.
Oh my God.
A 19. Okay, all right, we're gonna go with it. That's awesome.
You got this guy giggling.
Okay, he starts to laugh. He goes, "I think you are somehow related to Mikhail. Are you related to Mikhail, the little leprechaun that runs around here? You think everything's funny. You think this is some kind of joke. All right, fine, I'll laugh with you. Tell me, how was it? Was it ready? Was the batch ready? Did you get what you wanted out of drinking them? You came down with that other guy on the other side of the thing, and you saw all the warning signs. You grabbed a handful of the worms, I told you, and you kept everything. I said every sign in the world for you to turn around and go back. But no, you and your friend kept coming, you kept coming. He jumps in the water, and lo and behold, all right, Piketon, my giant pike friend, swallows him whole. You try to catch him with the fishing pole to pull the pike, which I think is a joke because of how little you are. How are you going to pull a giant pike into the... But anyways, in the midst of all this going on, you said, I've lost my friend. I feel so sad. I might as well start drinking this right here. And I don't know where you got it. I think you stole it from Mikhail's cage. I'm just assuming that's where it came from. Then you started downing them right there on the shore, and lo and behold, now you wake up. The funny thing about this is I'm starting to like you. Despite how much you're irritating me, it's actually a very humorous event, the entire thing. So he's just kind of staring at you right now. And he asks you a couple of really weird questions at this point. He says, are you related to any druids? All right.
I am not.
So who are these two guys? If you didn't come in with them, but now you have new friends. How is this happening?
Well, I mean, that's an ox right there, and that's I didn't catch his name. Like I was telling sleepy guy right there, I was in a tavern, not here, and somebody approached me about like they wanted to hire me for something, and the next thing I know, like everything goes black, and then I wake up here.
And was he a tall guy with a beard, and did he have like armor on, which I think was crazy? I think this is the guy that you've lost in the river over here by a giant fish.
Maybe I don't know. But then like a sleepy guy over here was asking me kind of like the same thing you are right now, except for then he fell asleep.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna call my friend up here, and
Okay.
we'll see if that's your man.
Okay.
So he kind of whistles like really loud, all right? And sure enough, this giant pike comes out of the water, and the guy is half eaten, hanging out the front of him, and then it goes right back into the water, all right? And he kind of looks at me and goes, "Was that your buddy?"
No,
That wasn't him. Then who is that guy?
I have no idea.
Well, you were on the deck. You were on the deck trying to fish my fish out because this guy's in his. Maybe he's the second guy. Maybe he came down with two guys.
Um, I maybe I wasn't after the guy. Maybe I was after the bike. I got to tell you, I kind of like fish. Because like the guys back home, if I caught a pike bigger than me, oh, the stories that would make.
Okay, so let's get all this straight at this point in time. Do you know these two gentlemen here on this half elf and this human on the ground right here in front of you?
We just met. So I guess technically, yeah, I know them. I know their names, sort of. One's an ox and the other was.
So the question is,
Yeah.
what should I do with them? Since you seem to be the only one with somewhat of a plan at this point, because I have no idea what you're up to.
Well, I think they seem like pretty good guys. They killed a hobgoblin here, and they wanted to free some women and children.
Which goblin? Which one?
I don't know.
How do you know he killed a hobgoblin? What's your evidence of this?
He's holding the head's right there.
So
He
you
held
open
the head,
the
said,
bag
I
and show him
killed
the head?
this hobgoblin. Why would I not believe him?
Huh.
I kind of stretches credulity, but I gotta imagine that he doesn't carry around a hobgoblin head just to brag that he killed one, something random that he found around somewhere.
So at this point in time, after you show him the hobgoblin head, he says, well, all right. And he simply snaps his fingers. You guys come back too. You and Endival come back out of your slumber.
Oh, wow.
And obviously, you're still laying on the ground, but you see him standing with a spear in his hand. And obviously, you see good old Badger standing there talking to him the whole time with the head of a goblin in his hand. So there's more to that story, right? He's like looking at both you guys. He says, I don't think this is where you should be.
Oh, greetings, Master Satyr. No, this is not where we need to be. I'm a ranger sworn to protect the forest folk, but we were sent to kill that hobgoblin, and we also killed the ogre. They were leaders of bandits that were attacking people on the roads. There are women and children that are trapped up above, and we need to get them free. But I need to bring that head back to the leader of the town so we can get more people out here to help rescue the women and children that are trapped up there by those evil bandits. We didn't mean to. We came down the ladder over there. We thought it might be a way out, to sneak out underneath the bandits' fortress, but they have taken over everything on the top side up there, on the top of the knoll.
Okay.
But if you know of a way out of here that's safe, please let us know. And
yeah, he turns around and he looks at you and he says, I'm gonna put an S on here for this guy. He says, I will take you to the exit.
oh, thank you so much.
He says, but you must not mention anything about down here to anyone.
What about the women and kids?
Well, they're
What'd
up
you say?
above.
What about the women and kids?
They're not down here. They are up in the center of the fort. There's a pit in the center of the fort.
He turns on, he says, I'm going to give you something. He turns around and he has one of those little vials that your buddy just had,
Okay.
Good old Badger had all over the ground. He gives each one of you guys 4 of these things. He says, when you leave here, you want to go set up a camp. I want you to drink these so you forget anything about being down here.
Okay.
They're called Satyr syrup, and they actually heal you if you're injured. I don't know if you're injured.
I am very injured.
2 hit points of a vial. You got 4 of them, so they'll give you back 8 hit points.
Okay.
Right? And he says, but you have to forget you've been here. He says, if you should ever come back, you will not be welcomed. Well, frankly, you're not really welcomed right now, but you'll be less welcomed.
So we had no intention of trespassing. We were just trying to get away from these bandits.
So he moves fairly quickly. Of course, you guys are
Okay.
trying to follow him on out of
Yeah.
here. He moves you out to here, and then he takes you over top of like there's like a really weird walkway. It's kind of an illusion right over top of the river from this big rock.
Okay.
Moves you to the other side of this thing, right? And there's like a weird tunnel that you cannot see. You come out the other side. You can't tell if it's just totally a magical movement or not, but you literally go into the side of this cavern wall, and then you come back out here, and he kind of moves you. You go through this thing that looks like a fey arch, right?
Mhm.
Are you neutral, aren't you, Mike?
I am neutral good. Yeah. I'm a ranger.
That's right. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do a saving throw real quick.
Okay.
Well, you both are going to have to do it. What's your alignment, Badger?
Don't have one written down. I assume it's neutral.
Okay, cool. So Ox, you fail.
Yeah, if I'm going, well, I would have failed anything because unless it was something I had to do with dexterity. My spell was 17.
Oh, you both failed. Doesn't really matter. Okay.
So plus
You
4 to
hear
that.
what? Plus 4 to that. Okay, you both would fail that thing. So, going through this little archway here, you hear it's a very, very audible voice that says, "Go back, the Earth Mother protects," as you go through here. Okay. So that point in time, you get somewhat of a fear of something is down in here behind you.
Mm.
And the satyr turns and he says, "That's just go forward, you'll be fine." And he walks you up, all right, up this cavern, up to an area up at the top. Okay. And there's a rough cut of stairs that ascend upward, right? And you can see it's all musty smelling, and there's just a bunch of phosphorescent worms. You look at the worms, they're really creepy looking. I'll show you a picture of this because this isn't pretty. Yeah, let's do this. Here's what the worms look like. Worms have what appears to be weird, dark, sunken-eyed human faces on it, and they look miserable. Yeah, and he turns out he says, he kind of looks at it, and he turns around, and he picks one up and hands it to Badger, and he says, "Look into its eyes." Right, and as you look into its eyes, tears start coming out of its eyes. And he looks at you and he says, "Bite it." To Badger.
Why?
He goes, it's artificial. The faces, they aren't real. They're not sentient. Just bite it. Trust me, bite it.
I bite it.
He turns around, he hands one to Ox, he has one to Endival. He goes, no, guys, just bite it.
Okay, I bite it.
All right. It automatically heals you 2 hit points.
Oh.
And it tastes really sweet. It tastes almost like a Jolly Rancher or something. Not to break the time period here, but he turns around, he says, it's kind of like a weird illusion they give off, but they're actually pretty good. So he grabs a couple handfuls of them. He says, they'll come back. He says, he gives you about maybe like 15 of these things. He pours them in your hands. He says, take them. He says, they stay around for a while because they just eat like moss and lichen. Keep them. They won't reproduce out there on this. They'll only be in the cave. You'll find these things, but take them. Yeah, you got like a nice little thing. I think this is for all the humor you've given me, right? So, yeah, it's kind of a nice thing. These are
well, thank you, Gorth.
they're called blue worms because they look so sad.
Is there anything that we can do to be of service to you?
All you have to do, right, and listen to me very carefully, is drink this, and he hands each one of you guys 4 of these vials. Set up a camp, drink this, and never come back.
Well, come back down here, but we can come back to rid the camp above, but we will not come down here or lead anybody down here.
Well, you're not going to remember after drinking this.
Oh,
So the idea of you trying to remember not to come back, if you put a sign up somewhere that says, I'm not allowed to come back here, a warning to yourself somehow, say, don't come back here. I don't ever want to see you again. Nothing personal. You seem like nice people. I don't want to make friends.
we understand. But if we do come back, it's nothing intentional. It would be we were chased a.
Oh, it'll be your
ogre or a
problem at
goblin.
that time.
Well,
Okay.
if that does happen, then we'll
Good day,
apologize.
sir. Good
Good
day.
Good day, Master Satyr. All right.
And then he turns around and he descends back down, leaving you guys to walk out by yourself, right? So you guys just kind of
So,
make it the rest of the way out, right?
so
You're going.
I just want to be clear. I still have the head of Ragnarf. I have my sword because it was just a magic thing. We have
Right.
4 vials of satyr syrup, and we each have 15 blue worms. Nice.
15 total. 15 total of those worms.
So 5 each. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
you got it. There we go.
All right.
Let me try to put you guys where you come back out.
All right. And what time of day is it? Is it now dark? Because we went in here during the day. Well, not that much time went by.
It's been-
right.
No, it's dark, and this is where you guys come out. It's going to be a little hectic here. All right, here we go. All right, you guys come out of this whole thing. All right, let's see where we are. You are right here.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I can put a star.
Yeah. So
And you see, like it's out. You see campfires. This door is quote unquote closed now. You can see that. You can see an illumination, like there's kind of fire just kind of glowing off the top of this and bouncing off the walls, or whatever this knoll is right here. I mean, you kind of got a lay of the land because you were in there.
Yeah.
But you know that this area was gated. These are up higher. This is 20. It was 20, and this is 30 feet up. So you can see the light of the fire bouncing off of this. They have no idea where you are.
right.
The area you're at, just to describe it so you know, it's a forest altar surrounded by verdant trees and shrubs. A ring of weathered black stones encircles a low grass-covered earth mound, which rests a pitch black, gray-streaked Marylandite altar.
Oh well, this is perfect. So if we have forest cover, so I'm going to say quietly because we're trying to not get any attention.
Oh, when you came out of this thing, though, you came out of like a side entrance of the altar that descends down several steps. And once you come out of it, it sort of kind of like returns to sort of like, it looks like it's solid kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Right. Gotcha. All right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I didn't finish, but go ahead. Anyways.
So yeah. So we are down. Are we on the plateau still, or are we down below the plateau?
You're below the plateau.
Oh, so we're below the plateau.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, here's the plateau goes up this way. You guys are down lower than this. Okay.
yeah, I gotcha. All right. So we could, and the town is basically to the northwest, if I remember the map correctly.
Yeah, you're right.
So we could make our way. So here's the question, Brent, and I'm going to whisper this so we don't get overheard. Did you want to try to, the 3 of us, try to take on all these guards and rescue the prisoners? We were told the more bandits that we killed or captured, we would get more presence from we get more experience, right? More treasure. But we don't know how many of these bandits there are. There could be, we know that there's at least 5 or 6 of them because we interacted with 3 and there were a couple that were lookouts. But we didn't go into any of the buildings except for the main building that's up on the top where the big 2 leaders were. But they've been attacking wagons, and they've got caravan, and there's a pit in there with a cage over it that has screaming people, women and children. I personally would like to rescue the women and children if we can, but I don't know. We may need more people.
Yeah, let's do it.
So do you want to head back to the town and report in, and then get more people and come back, or do you just want to? Try to do it ourselves.
Well, I always like the element of surprise. So I think if we're stealthy about it, we can do it.
Okay. Well, if we're going to do that, because if we had a sneaky thief, then they could sneak up and scout around. But we promised the satyr that we would drink these 4 vials and go to sleep.
Now, I'm just going to throw this out there so you guys kind of know what you're up against here, right?
Yeah.
The value of the worms are 100 experience points if you take it back to town and get it to a mage. The vials that he gave you are 50 experience points each one. So, I mean, you're sitting on money. I'm just saying these things are worth something to somebody.
Yeah.
So to think about it was just, I mean, it's some level of magic. I'm just letting you know. I mean, you can consume them, do what you want. It's your choice. But everything is just,
Yeah.
I mean, usually satyrs, leprechauns, they all have money down there. Just letting you know, money is experience points. Experience points means leveling. You are getting right now 83 experience points for dealing with the leprechaun and 420 because of Brent's amazing role on the satyr. You don't have to kill something to get experience points.
Yeah.
You just got to get away from it, which makes the game a little interesting. You don't have to slaughter everything. You just have to keep from being slaughtered, which makes the story interesting. But you did get something out of the exchange. Although there was a lot more down there. I'm just letting you know. I mean, guys, playing it safe is sometimes a good thing when you're doing.
So yeah, and I need to. Well, here's the question: did you want to try it tonight, or did you want to did you want to go and camp and rest up? I mean, if you want to try it tonight, I am all for that.
Well, that would be kind of harder to do. I haven't finished my character. I know you told us to calculate gold and go get equipment. I didn't do that, so technically I'm unarmed. I don't know how many hit points I have. All this, that, and the other.
Just you want to roll for the hit pointage? I mean, that makes sense.
Well,
you don't even know what you got.
Well,
your max. What is your constitution? Let's just start there. What's your constitution, Chief?
Constitution is 16.
Well, so, John, in order to kind of flush this out, I tell you what, what we could do? We could make our way back to the town, right?
Yeah.
And we don't have to do the vials and the worms if we don't. I mean, but we could go back to town. We could give Ragnar's head to the leader, report in, explain everything that we saw, except for won't talk about the satyr, or anyway, we just talk about the Knoll experience and.
Right, you got eight hit points. Just writing that down. So you get 6 starting, you get max, and then you get 2 for your Constitution bonus. You have 8 hit points. If that makes you, you're weak as dirt right now, but that's okay. You could go back to town, drop the head off like you're saying, try to cash in, see what any of this stuff's worth. I mean, you can negotiate and get a higher price for stuff. You talk to the right guy, but. Then again, on top of it, you might say, well, we're going to keep our end of the deal. We're going to camp out and drink all this stuff, pretend we've never been there. But the thing is, if you do pretend you're never there, then all of a sudden, what happens when you accidentally go back there? It's a caveat. You're like, all right, you disappear, but then you show up again. You don't remember any of it. It's just it's kind of a weird. It's like your mind gets erased. It's like what is that? Men in Black. You get phased, but you don't remember being phased. It's like.
Well, I mean, the thing of it is, I mean. Does the satyr only hang out down there? Like if we don't drink it, or is he going to know? Are we anticipating running into him again if we don't go back down there? I mean,
I don't know. That's good questions. These are
just
great
saying.
questions.
Well, yeah, I guess what I'm concerned about is leaving and coming back, and well, I'm concerned about not being able to rescue the prisoners. But I don't know if the three of us are going to be able to do it.
2 of you.
2 of us. Well,
I mean,
I'm assuming
the only thing that you have that Mason could cast, and he does have the spell sleep. He does still have that in the chamber. He didn't use it.
Right.
I mean, I'll let you cast that for him not being here, but
Yeah.
the rest of it's it's a lot for 2 guys. I'm just putting it out there. You might want to sit there and come up with the game plan tonight, and then the next time we join up, he would probably be with us, and then it's kind of one of those things. I just think it's gonna be, like, really hard.
I think
I don't know how what happened to Mick. Mick has dropped off face of planet. He's on all this stuff. He's kind of checked out. But
I think if we go back, because we were asked to scout it out. Well, we were asked to kill the leader, right? That's what he said. He said, "Bring me the head of the." So we're bringing him the head. We've killed the ogre. We've killed the hobgoblin. We didn't know there was a hobgoblin leader. We could report in, but then we could gear up, because I think now that we've seen it, we know we're going to need some rope. Because I don't have any rope. We're going to need some sort of iron. So I don't know, but the thief could climb up the side of the hill probably better than any of us and tie a rope, and we can climb up.
Well, he can probably climb the palisade fence.
Yeah,
to get over the side of this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, technically speaking, if you went in there, you could make a sneak in. You guys can sneak in and try to open that. You can do that actually tonight. I mean, are you wearing chain?
Yeah, I am right now.
Oh,
See, that's
okay.
that, but the other part of it is, wouldn't it be better if we came back with like some men at arms that
definitely you could
and they positioned further out, and then we basically all we'd have to do is get in and open one of the doors and keep the doors open, and they ride in.
Mm-hmm. True. Yeah.
Or we would come and skulk and take out the watch guards at the top. I mean, it's something like that. That's what I was thinking. Because we saw where they were positioned when we were walking around in there. We might not have seen all of them, but we saw where at least 3 of them were.
Yeah.
We just don't know what's going to change after we killed the leader.
These are good questions.
Yeah, that's what I would suggest. I would suggest that we hightail it back to town.
Well, how do you guys feel about that?
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Right. Just keep in mind, what is it? It's your world. I'm just in it, right?
I mean,
it's your world. Yeah. Okay. So let's just do that. Let's go back to the tab.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So even underneath the midst of darkness, you're a ranger. You wouldn't have a hard time getting to where you need to go. That would not be an issue, right?
Right.
You're able to make it all the way back to town. Okay. I got to put up the other map. Let me find it. Okay. Let's go. Goodell map. All right, cool. All right, here you go. There's a lot of stuff going on here, right? So you kind of break out of the wooded area, no problem, and you end back into the town of Longville. And when you get to the town, obviously you there's like a gate. People see you coming, all right, and of course you reach to the guards. They ask you who you are, right? Coming in the middle of the night, this is always a weird thing, right? So go ahead, Mike, make your declarations like you normally do as a ranger. Go ahead. So you meet these dudes. I mean, they're seeing you outside the gate. The gate's up. I mean, you're not going to let you in.
Yes.
I mean, go ahead.
We were sent by the town elder to hunt the bandit Ragnarf. Take us to your leader.
Okay, so
Urgent.
they turn around and the guy take you in there, and you meet the lord of the town. He kind of sits there and he sees you and he says, "Wow, you've been gone. Well, it's just a little over a day. It seems like." He says, "Since you've left, what did you find out?"
I pull out Ragnarf's head and I said, "You asked for us to bring back the head of the leader of the bandits. I present to you Ragnarf." He also had a one-eyed ogre. We slayed him, but the knoll is overrun with bandits, and they also have women and children chained up in a pit. We need to go back.
Says, how many bandits do you think?
We saw at least 7 or 8, but there were buildings we didn't go in.
So he asked another question. He says, was there anybody else that would manifest as a leader? Did you notice anybody? Did he have a chain of command? Did you notice other individuals that would be in?
We basically talked our way into as if we were going to join their group, and they sent us to talk to Ragnarf, the leader. And as soon as we walked in the door, the ogre attacked us. We went with it. And then when Ragnarf came around the corner, and I described Ragnarf, what he was wielding, we battled, we cut his head off, then we made our escape.
Huh.
You asked for his head.
How did you escape? If you said there was 8, 9, 10 of you, 10 of them, leader ogre, how did you get out?
The side of it. That is a long story. We got out of the side of the building, went went down the side of the hill, got to the woods, and we're out. That place is buzzing right now.
So does that mean they're now going to approach the town? Are they on their way here looking for you? Did you leave a trail?
Oh, I can't imagine that anybody would follow the trail of a ranger. But I think we should go back in haste with more people.
Okay. Well, first of all, we will settle up for this endeavor. I see you and your friend are here, right? So who's this young gentleman you brought with you?
Oh, we found him on the side there. This is Badger. Badger was helpful.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, I'll keep my end of the deal. Each one of you get 300 gold pieces. All right. So everybody's getting that. He says, well, we could decide the next course of action tomorrow. For now, I'm putting you up rooms in the inn. I want you to relax. I appreciate what you've done. I appreciate the fact you've actually encountered the enemy, and now we can start figuring out what we need to do. And he says, it concerns me that we don't know if they do have a chain of command, if someone else is going to take the spot or not. That would be interesting. If not, you may be, we may have to figure something else out. But for right now, I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're back. And here's your.
But we did hear women and children that were trapped.
Women and children is very disconcerting. I don't understand why they have. What's women and children have to do with this? That's really bad.
And I'm going to draw him out the knoll. I mean, the top of the knoll, kind of and I'll show him the buildings that we didn't get into, and then show him the building that we did get into, and also explain to him that there's in that tunnel we saw a bunch of stolen goods. But I said, but we talked our way in the first time. I don't think we'd be able to talk our way back in a second time.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to figure something out because right now it's kind of discouraging. I don't. So maybe a dozen, or is that the biggest? Is that what we're talking about here?
Again, I apologize, sire. We didn't. All I can tell you is what we actually saw. We saw that there during the daytime, there were about 7 guards that were up and about. I know there were those 2 war dogs, and cannot make this up, a tiger. There's a tiger in a pit. It's right by the door, and looks like they throw people in the tiger pit for fun. There were bones in there.
Really?
And I didn't try to be nice with the tiger. I tried to be nice with the war dogs. We tricked them. We threw food in it, and we didn't have to hurt the war dogs. But they're vicious, vicious big dogs. But the only bloodletting were we killed the ogre and killed the hobgoblin. Apologies,
Okay.
I didn't bring you the ogre head. But he wasn't the leader. You didn't ask for that. And then there was a ruckus and dogs were barking, and we got away from the knoll as fast as we could. But yes, they are stirred up now.
All right. So he stops. He kind of sends you off. There's kind of like a mini banquet. It's late. People are going on, right? And so they kind of feed you, and they feel very happy about the fact that you've done what you've done. So this is what you have here. Just kind of looking at this, I'm going to give you a tab. What's occurring here, right? So you're at 1659 experience points based on what's going on, right? So you've touched just about everything. Of course, Mason is splitting his between his 2 things because he's dual, right? But he didn't get anything for the leprechaun, the satyr, or the worms. But he did get the satyr syrup. Now you can imbibe that or not. It's up to you at this point. But the goblin head produced 300 gold pieces. Of course, he's cutting it in half, and Brett, you get your half. So you're on your way to 2nd level. You're not that far away from someone just kind of stepped into this thing, which is kind of lucky. You came at the end when the money shows up. It's kind of the way it goes. So now what we're going to do is, I guess, sort of figure out course of action with this next thing, which would be kind of interesting. So
So are the worms there? You said they're 100 experience points each, or 10 experience points each?
the worms themselves,
Yeah.
I think it was a total of 50. 50. You got some, and then obviously
Oh, I thought
Badger got some.
I thought there were 15 worms, and I thought we got 5 each. But that's fine.
I think it was just 100 XP for all of them.
Okay.
It's just
That
easier if I do 100 XP. So the one thing about it was like, you guys got it just because you took a bite.
Okay. Oh,
If you didn't take a bite, then you would have never. You got because you trusted the satyr. I guess you might say that's where the experience really came in.
Gotcha.
Because you decided to. It's like Mason didn't get it because he didn't bite it. He wasn't here to say yes. I'll bite it. So does that make sense? Although they'd still have their healing function. So you might want to write. I guess I should write this down.
Sure.
You got 5 of these. Does that make sense? You got 5. 5.
Yeah, I think
times 2 hit points, right?
Yeah.
Each one's worth 2. So okay, I'll just put this here so we know we got these things. And then the halfling, he's got his too. So you know that we're something.
Yeah.
And these things actually, they do healing too. So this would be 4 times 2 hit points if you were to use them. Of course, it's the gotta do a saving throw or you're just gonna forget what the heck you started doing. Just saying, there's a caveat. I mean, you can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, in times of bad time, you can do that. I was like, I gotta clear that.
Yeah.
What color is this? I don't know. What is this? All right. So what do we got going on here? we're gonna, I guess maybe stop here until we figure out our next step. The reason I say we stop here is I have got to, why did I grade that? I don't want to grade, I'm gonna clear. This is. So Brent's got to finish making his character. Now's the time to gear up if you're going to gear up on anything. You can sell stuff. You can sell stuff.
Well,
Buy
yeah.
stuff.
Well, you know, you have 300 more gold pieces plus whatever you normally start with. I think I started with, I think we started with max gold that we could was for character creation.
Oh, was that it? I rolled it. What was it?
7. Yeah,
You
you could
start 6 times 10. So was that 120?
Yeah.
Plus the 300, so 420.
You got 420? All right.
Yeah. I do
There
now.
you go.
Yeah.
You go to town and start like divvying up what you need, I guess you might say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're going to need whatever you're going to need. I didn't know you're not finished making it, man. Let's kind of do that.
Well, we just got back today, so
Oh, how was everything?
it was good. It was a lot of fun. A couple days at
Well,
Universal.
Ida?